So, hello, welcome back to the next episode of the Self-Development with Tactics podcast, and I'm really happy to be here. And we're once again going to talk about how to talk to anyone by Leil Lowndes, or however she is pronounced, because yesterday I've actually come to the conclusion that she is a woman, because I've always referred to the author as a male person. Do you say it like this? I don't fucking know. But it's apparently a woman. So I'm very sorry for that, and I'm hopefully going to correct that from now on. I don't know. Hopefully going to be the case, but yeah, I'm going to see you after the intro. As always, as we're always doing it. And I hope that my phone is not going to turn itself off, because I think I'm only having like 7% or something, but I think that should be fine, because this display's off, so this should be quite good to go. And I'm standing today once again because I actually don't know why, but I have my setup like this, because I was just working before while I was standing, which is something that's pretty, I think, important, I guess, since it's just sitting all day long is not really something that I favor. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty nice, And I'm also going to show you the thing, there it is. And there's actually not that much to go, I guess. And also, we might also be able to finish up today. It really takes, it really depends on how long it's going to take me. But yeah, I think how to get them call you back. I think this is the next one we should be going through, because yesterday we stopped with how to impress everyone, everyone, with your outgoing voice mail message. Yes, indeed. I don't, by the way, know if so many people care about that at this point of time, since it is some old stuff, I guess, isn't it? Well, yeah, anyway, it is what it is. So how to get them call you back. Technique, your 10-second audition. While dialing, clear your throat. If an answering machine picks up, pretends the beep is a big Broadway producer saying, next. Now you're on. This is your 10-second audition to prove you're worthy of a quick callback. Yes, indeed. I think it just makes sense. I'm not going to repeat myself today. I'm not going to do this. It's not going to be the case. But yeah, we will see. How to make the gatekeeper think you're buddy with... I do, by the way, wonder. I do really wonder how the author is able to just come up with so many, let's say, weird expressions. Really, I really do wonder. If you believe me or not, I do wonder. Technique, the hum caper. Instead of using your party's name, casually let the pronoun he or she roll off your tongue. Forget, may I speak to Mrs. Bigshot, please? Just announce, hi, Bob Smith here. Is she in? Tossing the familiar she off your tongue signals to the secretary that you and her boss are old buddies. I think it's just a funny thing that you just pretend to be somebody. You just pretend to know the person, and you pretend to be just a big buddy, and you pretend to be a friend of the person. But I think it also works quite, because it sounds like you're a buddy. It sounds like you're a friend of the person, and but it is still strange. I think this is still a strange thing, if I think about it, I guess. But yeah, how to make them say you have super sensitivity. Technique, I hear your other line. When you hear a phone in the background, stop speaking in mid-sentence, if necessary, and say, I hear you're on, I hear your other line. Or your dog is barking, your baby is crying, your spouse calling you. Ask whether she has to attend to it. Whether she does or not, she will know you're a top communicator for asking. Yes, indeed. And I think you can just also boil it down to being a nice person. If you do understand, let me just check if it is working. Yes, it should be working, I guess. Yes, I think I should be fine. I hope at least. But I think it just also boils down to being a nice person, because, if you just clearly notice that there might be something else going on, and that the person might be just also having something to do with something different, if this makes sense, but it does not, no. I think it's just a nice act to just say, okay, it is fine if you just pick up the other phone. It is fine if you just take care of your baby. Our conversation, our communication isn't that important, on one hand, but it's not important in a bad way, but in a good way. Okay, just please, I understand that your baby is important. I understand that your dog is important. I understand that those things outside of this conversation right now are important. So please just go ahead and do something if you want to. I think it just makes sense. I think it is just also a nice act, and I believe in being nice and a generous person. How to listen between the lines on the phone. Technique, instant replay. Would actually be something nice. This is by the way something that I wish for in the future, if you will, because I don't know, there's so many things that happen so quick and we don't really see them, and it would just be a nice thing if you kind of are able to replay it, and take screenshots and all these things. And I don't talk about weird things. You fucking piece of shit. Just joking. Yes, the technique is called instant replay. Record all your business conversations and listen to them again. The second or third time you pick up significant subtleties you missed the first time. It's like football fans who often don't know if there was a fumble until they see it all over again in instant replay. Yeah, indeed. It's something useful, I would say. Therefore, just if there is somebody here that is kind of working on AI stuff, working on camera technique, give me some glasses, some glasses where I can replay things and capture things. But I don't know if this is legal. It's probably not, especially in the European Union, probably not. But yeah, it would be cool. Part 8, while 8 is spelled incorrectly, even though, by the way, I think it's been yesterday I've been looking up the book as an audiobook. There is actually something on YouTube. I do not really suggest you to do that. I do not really suggest you to go ahead and listen to the free audiobook you can find on YouTube, because I don't know. If you're really interested in it, first of all, this summary, as I'm gonna talk about it, is amazing. It really is, because, and this is now the whole conclusion of what I'm willing to talk about, or of the whole thing I talk about, is that he's exactly so Derek Sivers. By the way, the link is down in the descriptions and also in the show notes if you're on the podcast, so please check it out if you want to. Every singular thing that he's talking about is one trick. There's 92 tricks, so there should also be 92 of those little paragraphs. Maybe there is 1 or 2 or 3 that are not really incorporated in this summary or in this book notes article, but in general, there is most of the whole book in here. So if you just truly want to have something for free, please check this out and not this cracked thing from Audible, I think. Even though, if you're really broke and stuff, then I guess it is fine. I do not want to encourage you, not my business, not my thing, not the thing that I want to do, but I guess yeah. And you know what I mean. But it is incredible what Derek Sivers' dad did, because it's the whole book in here, which is amazing. And I think, which also shows that it is an amazing book, because some summaries or book notes articles that he had, or he is still having, they are really short and rather insignificant compared to some other books that I assume are just pretty good. Unless there's just not a lot to just summarize, and it maybe is also difficult to summarize, then it might also just be something different. But yeah, various different parameters and variables there. So yeah, part 8, how to work a party like a politician works a room. Ask who's coming, as the party giver chats usually about the guest list. Politicians scribble the names of the people who interests them, then resolve to meet each. Biggies get there early to start hitting their marks as each arrives. Okay, VIPs frequently come early to get their business done before party regulars who hates to be the first one there start arriving. Yes, indeed, I would actually say so. But I didn't really think that this is kind of a general thing, that, if you're a VIP, you're not in a club or on a party to most often party, unless you're just a VIP party, yeah. In terms of you just have VIP because you're always partying. Could be kind of the other thing there is. So yeah, could be, but who knows? And indeed, this is another little snippet and thing I had to think about. They hate to be the first there, which is kind of the regular party goer or attender or whatever. I would also say so, and I would have also said so, but apparently it is actually indeed quite of an quote-unquote general rule, if you want to, or general whatever, if you want to. Blah, 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 but there's something else that I didn't read. Once they have accomplished what they set out to do, they're on their way to the next opportunity. Yes, indeed, because why would they be wasting any time? Why is the party being given? Their knowledge also makes them valuable agents for the party giver. A savvy politician introduces a job-seeking daughter to some executives at a party, or tells the most alluring woman at the bash what a great guy birthday boy is. Yes, indeed. Connections really do play a huge role. It is insane. When chatting with reporter, he talks up the host's business that needs good PR. Yes, indeed. I don't know. I think in general, which may or may not be something that's good, it could also be something bad. And it can also just definitely be something that's, I don't know, let's call it strange, I guess. But I mean, a lot of things are held and a lot of things are done purely because of connecting, purely because of meeting other people, purely because of just some other things. And sometimes as well because it maybe has to be done. I do believe that there's just several meetings and several just official things with politicians, first of all, and also in the whole business world also. In that sense, I would say that there's just a meeting or, because it's probably not going to be a party or something, that's just there to be there, which is an unnecessary thing and which is a really fucked up thing because it's only wasting time. But it has to be there and everyone just acts like they are important. Maybe they are important, like don't get me wrong there, but yeah, just let's not waste time and just do something that makes sense, I guess, and do something that is good and that creates change and that creates progress and whatnot. So yeah. Using the business card dosia, whatever technique describes later in the section, they decide how, when, and if to deal with each. Does this person require a phone call? Should that one receive a handwritten note? Shall I email or call the other one? Yes, indeed. I mean, if there's an influencer, you're probably not that of a good idea to just hit them up on social media. Unless, on the other hand, I think it also makes sense because chances are higher there that they answer, or maybe just their private telephone number. I think this would then be the best thing to do. How to avoid the most common party blooper or blopper? I think it's blooper. Probably. Technique, munching or mingling. Politicians want to be eyeball to eyeball and belly to belly with their constituents or constituents. Whatever it means, but I don't know. Like any big winner well versed in the science of proxemics and spatial relationships, they know any object except their belt buckle has the effect of a brick wall between two people. Therefore, they never hold food or drink at a party, come to munch or come to mingle, but do not expect to do both. Like a good politician, chow down before you come. Politicians always eat before they come to the party. I see. I've actually been looking up some videos and I've been searching for videos on YouTube where they actually analyze how politicians are doing things. There is a lot of stuff on Trump, especially I think when it comes to the handshake, which I think is something that's iconic. Can you say that? I don't know. But there might be just really, really a lot of things. And I wonder, I do wonder if politicians per se, if they get specific education on that, because it would make sense, and it is probably also the case, but I don't know, or if there's just something like just a learning curve, if you're just a politician, you're going to learn that anyway. It's not really something that somebody tells you to do or just educates on, but it's rather something that you're just going to notice and you're going to absorb, basically. But I don't know, because I also would say that that not everyone is that good at it, that I would also kind of argue that certain parties, and I would say in every country, it is the case, certain parties are just better at communicating than other parties. Sometimes, at least it is the case in Austria, and I've seen that the right-wing party is just really good in communicating things and just really good, like compared to the other parties. Like, I don't know how it is just compared to just really big politicians, because of course, Austria is not just the biggest country and also not the most influential one. So I don't know. It would actually be something interesting to know if there is certain education that they're having, if they're having just experts, which is probably going to be the case, I guess. But yeah, how to make an unforgettable entrance. Technique, rubberneck the room. When you arrive at a gathering, stop dramatically in the doorway. Then slowly survey the situation. Let your eyes trail back and forth like a SWAT team ready in a heartbeat to wipe out anything that moves. It is significant that while you're standing in the doorway, you're not thinking, look at me. Look at me, motherfucker, because I'm so good. The reason you're rubbernecking the room is not to show off. It is so you can diagnose the situation you're walking into. Take note of the lighting, the bar, and most important, the faces. Listen to the music, the buzz of the crowd, the clinking of glasses. To just absorb what it is like, what people you maybe are able to see there, if there's just a guy that if you just already see like the party giver, and all those things. I think it makes sense. And by the way, I wanted to say that it looks cool. It does also look cool, I would say, to just be in this doorway and be like analyzing everything, I believe. But on the other hand, I think it is also just interesting to recognize things and be present, I would say, and to just consciously have a look at things and see which glasses there are, what lighting there is, what music there is playing. And I think if you're just on more than, I don't know, a few parties, then you could also say that a party is good or bad, and then also say why it is good or bad. Whether it is just in terms of connecting to other people, which might not be the case if there's just really loud music, I guess, or just maybe too much alcohol, too much just high percentage alcohol or something like that. But on the other hand, then I gotta have to check if this is all right. I'm really, 5%. Okay. I think I should actually kind of plug it in to just be sure that everything is gonna be fine, because I could, but I then can't wander around, and it's also not that of a good thing for the cable, I guess, and or for my computer, or for both actually, which is then not good. As I've been talking about it before, no, please go away. And you're also not gonna, I hope he's recording, or she, what is the phone? Is it a he or is it a she? Deny. You're not getting any fucking data off me. But yeah, let's move on. Please go away. Just don't open a lot of things. How to meet the people you want to meet. I don't know. By the way, I'm not on really, I am not on parties. I'm not a party goer. I do sometimes like it, but I think the last time it's actually been in February, and this is like every year something. It's actually been my prom night, and this is was in February, and before I was on the same dates, so the prom of the other classes, from the above classes, if this makes sense, last year. Yeah, I don't like party, not that much. I also don't like just really loud music. I would just rather chill out with people that I know and that I love and whatnot, I would say. How to meet the people you want to meet. The technique is called be the chooser and not the choosee. The lifelong friend, the love of your life, or the business contact who will transform your future may not be at the party. However, someday, somewhere, he or she will be. Make every party a rehearsal for the big event. Do not stand around waiting for the moment when a special person approaches you. You make it happen by exploring every face in the room. No more ships passing in the night. Capture whatever or whomever you want in your life. Yes, indeed. And I think this is actually kind of a good time, and now it is just broken once again. I don't know why. But I think then we kind of also gotta have to talk about fear and worrying. Just worrying about things, that the people don't like you, that it's not gonna turn out that good, that things are gonna go bad, things are just not good, and all those things, like just various different things. But yeah, no, not necessarily gonna be the case. And if so, then it's probably also your fault. Quite. Or it makes sense to just blame yourself. It doesn't necessarily make sense to just blame somebody else. I do, by the way, wonder what's going on there. Are you loading? Oh, you are loading. Okay, well done. It just reminds me on the book by Dale Carnegie, once again, as well as, what is it called? How to Win Friends and Influence People. Actually, one of the best books that I've ever read in my whole entire life, besides all the books about body language and gesturing and whatnot. But it is about worrying. It is called How to Live Life, I think, Without Worrying. Is it so? I don't know. It's from Dale Carnegie, or by Dale Carnegie. I might also just write it down in the description if I don't forget about it. I probably will, so please look it up. But it is just the whole point of the thing is, the whole point of the book is that it is normal that you're worrying about things, and especially about the future and stuff, but it makes just sense to then do something about it, to just have a plan and write down several things you could be doing to just do something. Like standing around and shit doesn't change anything, but doing something about things does change things. So it is all about taking action. It's all about doing things and then consciously deciding what the best option is. Of course, you're not going to choose the wrong one. You're not going to choose the bad ones. But even though sometimes you gotta have to be a little bit risky, sometimes when you just don't really know if it is going to work out, and you can somehow assume that there might be certain options or certain ways your approach can go into just different and or bad situations, or leads to bad situations, then yeah, sometimes it is what it is. How to subliminally lure people to you at a gathering. Technique: come hither hence. Be a human magnet and not a human repellent. When standing at a gathering, arrange your body in an open position, especially your arms and hands. If you just stand there like this with crossed arms and shit, yeah, guess what? Nobody's want to talk to you because you look like you're fucking angry and stuff. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants to have that. Can I actually plug it in? My cable, but I can. I'm thankful for that. But yeah, indeed, if you just... Have I read it? No. Well, but I'm gonna read it. When standing at a gathering, arrange your body in an open position, especially your arms and hands. People instinctively gravitate towards open palms and wrists, seductively arranged in the come hither position. They shy away from knuckles in knuckles in the get lost or I'll punch you position. Yes, indeed. Use your wrists and palms to say, I have nothing to hide. I accept you and what you're saying, or I find you sexy. Women instinctively turn their wrists and palms upward when a man excites them. Wrists and arms. I mean, it is just showing like, okay, you can hurt me. I trust in you. Isn't it the case? It's the same thing as having your neck exposed. I know if a woman is having her neck exposed, and it might also be the thing for man, but I don't know. But it just clearly just communicates that, okay, I'm fine with you, But if the woman is like shut this and whatnot and arms crossed and hiding everything, then she's scared, and you should maybe back up a bit or something. But yeah. Position yourself near a doorway since everyone must pass your way at some point in the evening. This is actually a good one. This is really a good one because people have to pass. People have to come along you. People have to be there, whether they want to or not, and you're going to see everyone. And if you look friendly and or also for just making sure 100%. On the other hand, okay, there might be just several entrances and also exits in a room. So yeah, you have to be a little bit strategic about it, I guess. But if you're searching for somebody and you weren't able to find him or her, then maybe actually indeed positioning, not really in a doorway, but as they also say, near a doorway, is maybe a good idea because you're going to see them and they're going to see you, whether they want to see you or not, but you probably want to see them. But yeah, I think I'm going to end the episode there. I want to keep, actually kind of low-key want to keep something for tomorrow. It's so good. Afterwards, I got to find another book that is like that. There's probably more, but I want to have one by Derek Sivers because he is doing a really amazingly, it's enough for tomorrow. Maybe even a little bit too much for tomorrow. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, I think I'm going to end the episode there. So by the way, but it's loading. No, it is not loading. Everything is fine. The question of today is going to be the exact same one as yesterday and the day before. What can you do to make somebody else's life better? What can you make? Can you do something in a better way? Can you do something better? Can you make something new? Can you do something? Just make somebody else's life better. Can you do something? And if there's something, then maybe consider doing that. But yeah, this is the question of today. Ask yourself, could you be doing something? And with that being said, I wish you the best health, happiness, and also success, and also hope that you're going to run yourself, you're going to be remembered. It basically means your legacy basically means just being a nice person and being remembered as a nice person. But yeah. With that also being said, 3 other questions that I'm having for you are, why are you here? What are you trying to change? And what is bothering you the most? These 3 questions are hopefully going to show you your purpose and maybe even indeed a business idea. But yeah, I wish you the best and thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. Like really, really, really for watching the episode, being with me and just bearing me. Do you say it? Well, I don't know. I'm gonna see you. Thank you.